CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Taking a live look outside, we are tracking the timing of showers moving through the area. Next, weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler lets us know how long we need to keep these umbrellas handy. Cindy?
We had some storms this afternoon. One sat right on top of the airport, Miami Airport, dropped the temperature from 95 degrees this afternoon all the way down to 80. Those showers and storms have basically moved to the west now, but you want to keep that umbrella around because we still could see some redevelopment yet late this afternoon into the early evening hours. But the big story, heat advisory has been extended now through Sunday at 8 p.m., so we're not going to get out of this heat just yet. More showers and thunderstorms with that southeasterly flow, so that does provide some temporary relief. That rain-cooled air, as we saw today. Sea breeze moves inland, pushing most of these storms westward, but the overall pattern, hot, humid, and kind of wet with showers and storms each and every day. So right now, the clouds are starting to slide to the south into the Keys. We also have a lot of clouds and storms now from Monroe County and Collier County. A lot of these storms have dissipated. We did have one up here in Broward County, one little shower near Sunrise. A lot of that rain has been falling in the Homestead area this afternoon. We did have some heavy rain there. Also a flood advisory for another 25-30 minutes yet, and then this is going to expire. 2 to 3 inches of rain has fallen here, so some minor flooding was what was expected here. But the rain, look at this, 2 inches, 1.5, half an inch to the south, so it was really kind of focused just to the west of Homestead there. That's where the heaviest rain with that thunderstorm that wasn't moving. It was holding stationary this afternoon, and that's what you get with these storms. There just isn't a lot of flow to carry it out of the area. Now it's 91 degrees at the airport, but look at Homestead, 79 degrees. That feels good, but the humidity is still high, so it feels like it's still in the triple digits. 106 in Miami, feels like 104 in Fort Lauderdale, 106 in Marathon. So even with the temperatures that have dropped, you still got the stickiness. So that's what it feels on the skin. Let's time out these showers and storms. So we're still looking at that chance yet for next couple of hours, 5 o'clock. And then after that pretty much dies off. And then overnight, early morning hours, we might see some showers along the coast. But the storms do develop again tomorrow afternoon with the southeasterly flow. Here comes the sea breeze and then pushes them inland and onto the west side of the state. Same thing again on Saturday. So plan on it. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, plus the heat. Yes, temperatures will top out in the low to mid 90s. Heaviest rain tomorrow, best rain chances, even in the morning, 5 to 7 a.m., and then jumps again into the afternoon. We're going to see those scattered showers and storms, and for the next 7 days, about a 50% chance that we will see showers and thunderstorms. So as far as the tropics are concerned, we still have this one system out here, could actually become a named system over the next couple of days. We're going to be watching it. No threat, though, to South Florida. Temperatures topping out low to mid 90s with a good chance for rain each and every day.
All right, thank you, Cindy. Florida's chief financial officer reacted to the news that Farmers Insurance is pulling out of the state. This will impact 100,000 policy holders. This is now the 4th major insurance provider to pull out of the state in the last year. CBS News Miami's Jacqueline Quinn has the details.
Farmers Insurance may not be able to pull out so easily. The state's chief financial officer says that he's going to be taking action, though the company has already said that they are leaving because they want to manage their risk exposure. Specifically, the chief financial officer, Jimmy Petrona, says he's going to see if the company has followed the laws in place, and if they haven't, he is looking to fine them. Now, according to Farmers, the move impacts about 100,000 policyholders. This will no doubt leave many homeowners turning to the insurer of last resort, Citizens Property Insurance, which is state-backed. And they just announced that they are on pace to grow to 1.7 million policies by the end of the year. To put this into perspective, it had just over 470,000 just 3 years ago. So let's listen on what Petrona said about Farmers just recently.
I don't think they were transparent, and I thought their actions were very ham-handed. It's just disappointing. So I say, you policyholders, pick up the phone and call another carrier.
Petronas has also mentioned that it's not too late for farmers to change course here, but that does look unlikely. In Miami, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, CBS News, Miami.
Miami-Dade police released body cam video. It shows a man attacking an officer at a gas station. Take a look.
I said get on the ground. No, why I gotta get on the ground? Get on the ground.
Police say it happened at a racetrack gas station in Miami back in June. The owner says they asked the man to leave. They say he was harassing customers and panhandling. An officer responded to the scene. The man refused to go. He then lunged at the officer.
The officer was ready to absorb that impact and take him to the ground and made sure that he didn't flee into the community and harm somebody else. Held him down, took the strike, and was able to take him into custody. Didn't give up.
The officer suffered a broken nose and a cut to the back of his head. It required stitches. He still managed to taser the suspect and arrest him. In the civil trial against former school resource officer Scott Peterson, a judge approved a motion to allow for a reenactment of the Stoneman Douglas massacre.
The motion was brought on by parents of those who were killed in the massacre and one of the victims who survived. This is separate from the criminal trial that just wrapped up, where Peterson was found not guilty on the child negligence charges he faced. More families visited the 1200 building where those fatal shots were fired. At some point soon, there will be a reenactment at the 1200 building. The judge wants it to be before the school year starts. The prosecution is working to prove that Peterson heard more than 70 shots fired and failed to act on it. Peterson and his defense have remained firm that he did not know where the gunfire came from. Also in attendance was Superintendent Dr. Peter Licata, who visited the site. He spoke about why he felt he needed to see it.
I need to have an understanding of why our schools have to be as safe as possible. We need to be the model, and we never forget or ever let this happen again.
Dr. Licata shared how he felt after touring the school.
Incredibly impactful, angering. I think I'm still angry. I'm saddened. It's a lot of mixed emotions.
More victims' families were let into MSD to get belongings of their loved ones. MSD has been left untouched for more than 5 years, still stained with the tragedy of Valentine's Day 2018. School board member Daniel Foganoli was there too. The governor recently appointed him to the MSD Safety Commission. He shared his feelings after touring the school.
It was extremely hard, extremely difficult to walk through, because that father part really hit, and it was really tough to see that scene. But for us to be here to learn and make it a mission to make sure Broward is the safest in the country.
The reenactment will be a simulation that'll include the same type of weapons the killer used, but with blanks instead of bullets. As we first reported, the building is set to be back in the district's possession and then demolished.
The judge signed an order at the request of the Broward Sheriff's Office. It turns custody of the 1200 building over to the Broward School District immediately. Talk about a record-breaking catch. How a group of friends managed to capture the longest python in the state when we return. Keep it here. Welcome back. New developments on the story out of the White House. The Secret Service didn't find any fingerprints or DNA on a bag of cocaine. As you might recall, it was discovered at the White House last week. Surveillance footage of the area also didn't identify a suspect. The Secret Service says there are no leads on who brought the drugs. It was earlier this month when agents found the drugs during a routine sweep. They were in the West Wing lobby. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez is scrambling to qualify for the first GOP debate. It's scheduled for August 23rd in Milwaukee.
I'm sure we'll get creative as well. I've said from the beginning that, I agree with the threshold and will abide by whatever rules the Republican Party sets. I do think there should be a minimum criteria because time is valuable.
To qualify for the debate, Suarez needs 40,000 individual donors and at least 200 donors in 20 states or territories. He's asking supporters on social media to donate $1 to his campaign to help him get on that debate stage. Suarez is running in a crowded GOP field. It includes former President Donald Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Disney's CEO and Governor Ron DeSantis are in another battle of words. The Florida governor is criticizing Disney. DeSantis says Disney is adding inappropriate sexual content to its programming. Iger calls DeSantis' accusations, quote, preposterous and inaccurate, end quote. DeSantis waged his battle against the company after Disney executives spoke out against the Don't Say Gay law back in 2021. Now to a story that you have to see to believe. A group of friends in Southwest Florida have just broken a record. Wow, they captured the longest python in the state. And if that wasn't wild enough, some of the guys had never gone python hunting before. This is the longest python ever measured in Florida. It is 19 feet, 125 pounds. Wildlife experts believe that the python is in her late 20s.
I originally walked up to it thinking I could just come behind it and grab its head like a normal grab. But then the snake went absolutely crazy. It was trying to wrap me up, trying to strangle me, and my friends luckily were able to pull it off, and we were able to capture this thing safely.
Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable. Well, you might know this, but Burmese pythons are actually invasive to South Florida and negatively impact our ecosystem. Well, most of us don't know what to do with our American flags once they're tattered or torn. But before you throw them away, there is a retirement program that could give Old Glory a proper goodbye. It was created by an 18-year-old Girl Scout, and she is making Miami proud.
This one looks like it's been through a lot.
And 18-year-old Amelie Ice is on a mission to show everyone how they can give Old Glory a proper patriotic retirement.
So we created this program, which consists of 3 boxes located in Miami Shores, El Portal, and Biscayne Park, where people can put the flags when it's ready to be retired. And then myself and my Girl Scout troop will retire the flags for them.
Amelie dreamed up her American flag retirement program as part of her Gold Award project for her Girl Scouts troop. Her grandfather even constructed these drop boxes where people can place their old flags.
So the QR code, you take your phone and you scan it, and then it'll take you to a website that'll tell you how to properly retire, or how the flags are going to be properly retired.
But Amelie needed help broadening her reach.
I'm going to fold one up.
So she enlisted the help of the Miami Shores Rotary Club.
What made Amelie different was she was asking for a partner. She wanted to work with us, not just money, but have us help her with the project, work with her, the supplies, everything. She gave us a presentation. I mean, I've been practicing as a trial lawyer for 30 years, and her presentation rivaled many of the presentations I've seen in the courtroom.
Thanks to this collaboration, Amelie says the Miami Shores Club will keep the program going once she heads off to college.
Fold it in half. And then you fold it again in half with the stars facing the outside.
Amelie has retired over 100 flags so far. She even made a YouTube video to help everyone, no matter where you live, learn how to properly retire their flags.
Hello, my name is Amelie Ice, and my Gold Award project is called the American Flag Retirement Box Program.
What started out as a Girl Scouts project has turned into a meaningful way to not only honor this country, but also those who serve it.
It feels like I'm doing something good for my country that a lot of people may not really know about, or something that is not really thought about that often. So it's kind of like giving back in a way.
And for that, we salute Amelie's efforts that truly make Miami proud.
And that's the CBS News Miami 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.